Hey folks, I'm Doug Hensley, president of Hertz Real Estate Services, and I'm coming to you today with our May 2025 Farmland Market update. For much of the past month, the focus of the countryside has been on spring planting and related fieldwork operations. A huge week of progress occurred between April 13th and April 20th before significant rainfall covered a large part of the central and western Corn Belt. And now, in many of those areas, it stayed wet right here to the beginning of May. Based on the gap while waiting for field conditions to dry to get back into the fields, this year we're likely to end up with a really early planted crop and the May planted crop. We're not quite out of danger for a late frost, but generally speaking, those early planted crops have been some of our better yielding fields across recent years. So a lot of guys started a little earlier than normal this year, as field conditions were really good in the first half of April before the rains of the past couple of weeks started. It's not yet anywhere close to being late, so I'm confident that everything will still get planted in a reasonably timely window, just like it does every other year. As far as the farmland market specifically, over the past month, we've wrapped up a number of late winter and early spring sales and closings. We also have a handful of new listing, auction, and sealed bid sale projects that are live and ongoing, along with a number of prospective sellers that are considering sale projects for later this summer and even into the early fall. Land sale inventories across the entire marketplace are currently about as thin as they've been since the onset of COVID back in early 2020. Back then, none of us knew what we were dealing with pertaining to a new disease, and in that situation, most people delayed making any significant decision until they felt more confident with the information they had in hand. Similarly, in today's market, we've been hearing some amount of feedback from potential sellers that, given the geopolitical uncertainty that exists right now in our economy, that some sellers are again preferring to wait before making a significant decision involving a sale and their land ownership again this year. From tariff uncertainty to the typical uncertainties that come every year with the beginning of another growing season, I think in 60 to 90 days, we should have a better handle on several things, including the growing crop, the direction of the grain markets, and interest rate changes, among other primary factors. It may prove out to be an opportunity on both ends because the sales that have been occurring late into the spring here, I consider them stable to strong, and that's largely because there is so little land on the market right now. When little land is moving, it has a tendency to focus market interest and competition on those sales that are occurring. If you're wondering about your options and what the possibilities might look like for your farm, reach out to us at Hertz for a no-cost, no-obligation discussion. We start many conversations in May and June that lead to action later in the year, so it's definitely not too early to reach out and begin that discussion. As always, you can call us at 800-593-LAND, message our website at hertz.ag, or shoot us a message through one of our social media channels. In the meantime, enjoy the terrific spring weather while it lasts, and I'll see you again on another update soon.